13th of March. It snowed last night. We had about 6 inches of snow. It's only about 34, 35 degrees out, just enough to start melting. And it's time to start sanding the bottom. Today's project, get started. Well, made some progress today. Got about a third of it done in terms of the keel and the rudder, along with about a quarter of the bow sanded and cleaned a little bit. But what a project. On both sides, so getting there. It's going to be a long project, but a little bit at a time and it'll get done. That's a big bottom boat. Doing the cutouts for the instrument pod. Another project nearly done. Now all I've got to do is the wiring. Got the transom cleaned yesterday. It's looking much better. Still a little bit more work to do yet, but it's looking better than it did with all those stickers and other gear on pasted onto the back. So, be able to install the Green Bay Port logo on the back soon. Well, more wiring work. Now that it's getting warmer, we can do more work and not have to freeze the tail off. Some work done up on deck. Got some stuff cleaned off, and getting some projects done on the side as well. Got the name off. I got about a quarter of the hull cleaned and polished. It's April 3rd, 2022, and spring is trying to make an entrance here in northeast Wisconsin. It snowed yesterday, but temperatures in the 40s today, and that's been pretty typical here the last week or so. Hopefully it'll start warming up soon so I can really get into the projects that remain to get finished before the boat gets launched at the end of May. So right now I'm going to be working on cleaning the hull again. The plan is to get the hull cleaned and prepped and ready to go in the water by the end of April, and then to work on the rest of the boat from throughout the month of May. But right now it's hull is being the focus. So far I've started on the bottom, sanding the bottom. Got the rudder and the keel sanded, and some of the front quarter of the boat sanded with a first coat using a 120 grit sandpaper. Probably use a little bit finer grit for a final run through, but the boat was in good shape structurally, but physically it was a mess. Hadn't been taken care of very well from the looks of it. The hull itself is very dirty and scuffed up in a lot of places that I didn't see until I started working on it. The boat sat in the yard for 2 years virtually untouched. Looks like it hadn't been touched much before that either. So a lot of work to be done to get the hull and the sides cleaned and prepped. Eventually I will probably go to back to using polyglow, but that's a project for another year, not this year. This year it's just going to be getting it cleaned. Making some progress, getting the hull cleaned. Getting a little closer. There's a lot of work there, but little by little, getting it done. This side of the hull is now cleaned. Obviously lots of sanding to do on the bottom yet, but getting there. Got a little bit more done this morning than I thought I was going to get done. So I've only got about a third to go on this side, and then I've got 2/3 of the other side to do yet, but getting done.